Hello, fellow YouTubers. This is DVD Collector 1986 here with a new video. I'm going to be doing a video every day for the month of October, and each day I'm going to talk about movies that I watched for that particular day. I'm obviously uploading this pretty late after midnight on the 2nd, but I'm going to be talking about the horror movies that me and a friend of mine named Laurie watched for October 1st. All these are going to be horror films, by the way, because this is October. I'm not going to tell you, other than the movies I'm going to show you right now, I'm not going to tell you what else is on the list. But rest assured, we will end up watching more than 31 horror films this month. And so I'm going to go ahead and get into the list. But right before I do that, I wanted to show y'all real quick a couple of Blu-rays that I got in the mail a couple days ago. I got Species, and I got the Child's Play remake. And now I'm going to jump into the movies that we watched on October 1st. We watched 4 movies. So first up, It Chapter 1, the remake. This is kind of a mixed bag. I think it's a very well done remake. I like it. I enjoy Bill Skarsgård, I think that's his name, as Pennywise. I think he did a pretty good job. And I enjoyed the actors that played the children in the Losers Club. I think they did a good job with their characters. I actually like these characters more than the ones in the original. But I still think Pennywise hasn't quite been perfected yet. I think as good as this was, I think they could have gone even a little scarier with it. But I think this is one of the better remakes. I just think that it was a little bit overhyped upon its release. But that's not to say that it's a bad movie. It's actually very good. And my biggest complaint with it is I think they went a little heavy on the CGI. But other than that, it was a really good remake, and I'm glad that we watched it. Next, we popped in Bubba Hotep. Real quick, I've talked about this movie before. It's basically a fictitious spin on history. Elvis Presley in this movie supposedly did not actually die. He switched his identity with that of one of his Elvis impersonators because he got tired of all the attention and all the stuff that comes along with being famous. So he switched places with this impersonator, and the person who actually died was his impersonator, not him. So in this movie, anyway. And so the movie starts out, you have an elderly Elvis living in a nursing home in Texas. There's another character played by Ozzie Davis, who I really like his character. His character is a little nuts and believes himself to be JFK, John F. Kennedy. And even though you as a viewer know he's not JFK, he's so convincing that you want to believe that he is JFK. So you've got elderly Elvis, you've got this guy who thinks he's JFK, but he's really not. And then you've got this mummy that shows up and starts victimizing, taking the souls of the residents of the nursing home. And it's up to Elvis and JFK to stop the mummy. So, but they're both, old guys. So it's a horror movie, it's a comedy, it's got some zombie movie elements. Surprisingly, it's a dramatic film too. It's got some heart to it. There's a overlaying over all the other elements of the movie. There's this aura of sorrow, almost like sadness to the movie as a whole. And it ends. I'm not going to say how it ends exactly, but let's just say it ends on kind of a somber, kind of a sad note. Um, this is one of those movies. It's a rare example. It's a gem of a movie because it's a mixture of different genres and weird elements that you don't normally see combined in a film like this. But for some reason, in this film, it works. And you really get drawn into the story and you care about the characters. The next movie we watched was Insidious, a rather serious horror film that happens to be PG-13, but one of the better, more well done PG-13 horror films. It had some pretty scary scenes in it that freaked me out. And if you like the Conjuring movies, for example, you'll probably like this. This family moves into a house. Weird stuff starts happening, poltergeist type activity. They think the house is haunted, so they move to another house, and lo and behold, they're still having the same problem. So they think whatever was in the other house followed them. But as the movie goes along, you find out that it's not the house that's haunted. That's all I'm going to say. Lynn Shay is in this. Patrick Wilson. If you like spooky, like ghost, supernatural, haunted house type movies, check this one out. But this was the third movie that we watched. And after those three movies, for the day, we decided to end today's viewing on a slightly funnier note, more lighthearted. Well, not really lighthearted, but if you've ever seen They Live, this movie's dark and serious, but it's kind of funny too. John Carpenter, the one and only, directed this, and it's got Roddy Piper. Uh, let's see, Keith David, who, if you don't know who Keith David is, Keith David did the voice of Spawn on Spawn, the animated series that aired on HBO a long time ago. That's who Keith David is. And Meg Foster. Aliens are trying to take over the world, but we can't see them. We don't know who is an alien and who isn't. And Roddy Piper finds this pair of glasses that when he puts them on, it allows him to see the world for what it really is. And as a bonus to that, he can also see who is an alien and who isn't. And again, it's about aliens trying to take over the world, but they're trying to do it without us knowing it. It's got a really cool fight scene between Roddy Piper and Keith David, and it's a really fun movie. If you like John Carpenter movies like Prince of Darkness, The Thing, some of his like The Fog, the stuff he did in the 80s, definitely check this out. And this was the movie that we ended today's viewing on. So we've got through 4 movies. So there's going to be a lot more than 31 movies for me to talk about as the month goes on. But we enjoy watching these movies. We really do. And we talk about them while we're watching them. And we've seen, obviously, even though we're watching these, we've seen these movies before, so we know like all the, like our favorite scenes and favorite quotes, and it's just fun to go through and watch these movies. So stay tuned and see what other movies we end up watching as the month goes on. Thank you for watching, and I hope everyone has a fun and a safe October and a really fun Halloween when it finally gets here. And take care of yourselves, and I will see y'all on the next video. Thanks.